Hi everybody, my name is Emily. Welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my highlighter declutter. I've already done part 1 that was going through all of my palettes, and if you watch that video you will know that I failed terribly at decluttering, but I did a great job at swatching everything. So I wanted to leave my swatches so that I could do some comparisons in case I found anything that was exactly the same as anything else. But as I need to, I will start cleansing my arm. So I have a couple things that are new that I know I'm not getting rid of, at least right now, just because I just got them, and I haven't really had a chance to check them out. So that would be these guys. These are the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek. This came in the Legit AF highlighter set that I just got as part of the VIB sale. Well, it wasn't on sale, but I bought it at the same time. So this is in the color Over the Moon. I find the way these things feel, these are super weird feeling, but I like them. I do think they're really intense. That's actually very pretty, and it is similar, in fact, to that Rose Shot color from the Kat Von D Metal Crush Extreme Highlighter palette, only this is definitely more of a purple, and you really have to get your finger in this to make this show up. But once you do, it's a pretty good color. It's pretty intense. So I'm excited to try these guys out. I don't know how they're going to go on my face necessarily, but I do like the intensity of them. I like the fact that they're glittery. I admittedly find the way that they feel to be really weird. So I'm excited to try this new formula, but it's new to me. So this is in the shade Wisp. This is a really beautiful, like, coppery bronzy shade. This is very similar to many other shades I already have. So this right here is the Cover FX palette. This is the Becca Après-Ski. So these are pretty similar. This also looks very similar to some of the Nicole Guerrero stuff we have as well. But I'm going to try this out because I want to get to know the formula because I'm not really familiar with it. And then this guy, the label was not on the bottom of it, so I wrote the name of it. This is the color Spoon. This is more of a goldy, champagne-y color, I think, than what Wisp looks like. Yeah. Oh, that's also very pretty. That's very pretty. For so far, I do think the colors are really nice, and it's definitely a good affordable option if you don't have some of these other palettes. So some other stuff that is new. This little guy is new. This little guy is new, and this guy is new, obviously, because I haven't even opened him. So let's take a look at this. This is the Fenty Beauty Mean Money and Hustle Baby. This is the Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighting Duo. I like to keep the plastic in there to keep them safe, so I will put it back in there. So the way these work, this is a split pan highlighter. They have a lovely mirror. This is the more subdued side, and this is the super glittery side. So get my fingers cleaned off to get these guys. Oh, they're just really beautiful colors. Ooh, I love the intensity of this side. This is definitely a more subtle highlight, but it's really lovely. And this is definitely a very similar color. So right here we have the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. It's very similar to the colors in that kit. So if you didn't get the Nicole Guerrero, this would be a good duplicate for that. Oh, this is just, oh, that's gorgeous. I love these. I love the packaging on these. I'm definitely keeping this. So keeping those guys. This is the Becca in Champagne Pop. I've never had Champagne Pop before. And I bought a little mini that came with a liquid one, so I just got this. I want to try this out too. Oh, ooh, that's really nice too. I wouldn't say it's super different than other things. This is more like of a pinky undertone to it. Oh, that's so interesting. It's similar, but it's not the same. Yeah, I'm sure I have something that's very similar to this as well, but I do really like that color in it. That was not a color I was super into for a while. I was definitely more of the icy blues and stuff, but no, I'm definitely excited to actually try this out. So I'm going to keep this guy for now, and then this guy I've never even opened it. I'm sort of debating whether I want to keep it at all or I just want to, you know, pass it on, because I haven't opened it yet, and I've definitely had it, I think, at least 2 months. I don't know what it's going to look like on my face, frankly. Let's just put this guy aside for now. I had a reason for buying it. I couldn't tell you what it was. I can never say this one correctly, so let's try this again. This is the Physicians Formula Murumuru Butter Highlighter. This is in the pink rose shade. And these are also very squishy. These feel very, very similar to the ColourPop. See, it's a really lovely highlight. That's a beautiful pink. My problem with these is that these smell like sunscreen. it does linger on your face. Like, you will put this on, you're gonna smell it for a few minutes, and I'm a little sensitive to that. I definitely notice it. I thought the color looked really beautiful, but the scent was really beginning to annoy the crap out of me. So I'm not positive I want to keep this guy, although I feel like I should give it a little bit more of a chance. It doesn't smell as strong as it does when I originally bought it. When I originally opened it, you could smell it like from here, and now I have to actually put it up to my face to smell it. So I think I'm going to keep it for now. All right, then we have, this is actually the Metal Crush eyeshadow by Kat Von D. This is in the shade Thunderstruck. It's a really beautiful color. Oh, I just love this one. All right, so we're gonna put this here. Just look at that. It's really lovely. And also, if you didn't know, this is an exact duplicate, and I mean exact, like exact duplicate for the Becca Vanilla Quartz shade that just came out. I went and swatched both of them next to each other on my arm in Sephora. I took a photo of it. I'll see if I can scrounge it up. But I took a photo of it right next to each other. They're exactly the same. There's no difference. You don't have to build this guy up. This guy automatically starts out intense. You have to build the other one up a little bit, but it's the same shade. So if you have one, you don't need the other. In terms of the formula, I like both formulas, so it doesn't really matter to me. I do really love this as an eyeshadow. My only regret on this, which is also the same problem I do have sometimes with Becca stuff, is that this is very soft, and if you drop it, it will shatter. This has already been dropped, and it came loose from the pan, but I was able to put it back, and so I don't really travel with this guy. I leave this guy at home now because it worries me. I don't want to hurt them. So this little guy, I keep him very safe, and he lives safely inside of a drawer. I don't travel with this anymore because it makes me nervous, but I do really love this shade. So I'm definitely keeping that. Again, this is going really well, guys. I haven't gotten rid of anything. All right, I have to get rid of something. And it might be this guy. So this is actually a blush. This is from Wet n Wild. This is the Color Icon Ombre Blush in a Purple Haze is what this is called. It's a very sheer. It's sort of like a very sheer lavendery shade. So while I appreciated the thought behind this, and I also thought like it just looked beautiful in the pan, you can just barely see these. These are very subtle. So I think this guy, I'm going to put this guy here. I don't think I'm going to keep him. I think I will be convinced of that after I compare this. So this is the NYX Duochromatic Illuminating Powder. This is in the color Lavender Steel. I'm pretty sure Lavender Steel does exactly the same thing. Yeah, pretty much. Lavender Steel is pretty much the same thing. So this is Lavender Steel, the NYX one, and then this is the Ombre Blush when you put the two of them together. I prefer this guy. I will keep this one. So I'm going to get rid of this for sure. And where is my other NYX one? Ah, yes. So this is in Twilight Tint. This one I've already broken the case to it, so it makes me nervous when I carry it around, but it's a pretty nice color. It's a very subtle blue. So it's very similar, for example, to, I'd say the closest match. The closest match to this guy is probably the blues, the Icicle color in the Becca Après Ski face palette. It's sort of similar to the one in the Cover FX Perfect Highlighting palette, but that has more of like an icy shift to it. This is more of a purple shift to it. It's definitely still a blue, but it's like a purple blue as opposed to like just a plain old blue. So this is very pretty. It's very subtle. I don't need it necessarily, but I do really enjoy the color. So I'm going to keep this guy for now. So this is my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Prismatic Amethyst. This is one of my very favorite highlighters. I just think it's really beautiful. It's this lovely pink color. It's got a lovely iridescence to it. Do I have anything similar to it? It's like a better Twilight Tint, right? Or not Twilight Tint. It's a better Lavender Steel. It's like, but it's a pinkier one. Yeah, it's similar to some stuff, but it's just, it's its own thing. It's just, I just think it's a really beautiful color. It's a very like, it's a very frosty pinky purple, and I'm actually very excited actually that Rose Quartz has come back, at least briefly, ever so briefly, on the Sephora website, and I'm going to be purchasing that guy too because I'm a really big fan of this. I love this highlighter. I think it looks beautiful on the skin. Let's make some progress. All right, so Makeup Revolution. This is the Vivid Bake highlighter. This is in Radiant Lights. I bought this because people talked about it on YouTube, and it was like a $6 highlighter. Every time I open it, I dig my finger into it. It's just the way the lid works. I do think, oh, I'm running out of space again. I do think that it's a subtle highlight, but I don't think it's very good quality. So, I mean, sometimes the inexpensive stuff is the best. I wouldn't say that these are really great highlighters. I think they're fine for the price. I think the NYX ones have more payoff for them. And I think the Wet n Wild ones have way more payoff than that. So if you need any, I would rather get a Wet n Wild than one of these guys. So I'm definitely going to get rid of this one. So let's talk about this Ulta Beauty Rainbow Highlighter. So I have worn this guy where I sort of like swirled my brush and wore the whole thing on. And when you do that, you get sort of a... It basically turns gold if you do that. Although then it makes me upset because it makes the highlighter look dirty and then I have to sort of like waste product to clean it back off so that it looks rainbow again. Each of like the individual colors, you can get at them with your finger, but you're going to take a little bit of that gold with you because the gold is really the overpowering one. That's what's going to take care of everything. And even there, like it's sort of... Those are all the individual shades, but it's going to look like this. It's sort of got like, it basically gets like a green undertone to it. Is it a very good highlighter? It's not the greatest. I think it looks okay. I don't think it's a great... I mostly keep it because it's very pretty looking, and I never got the Wet n Wild one. And then I ended up buying this Maybelline because I was hoping that that would give me the color that I'm looking for, which frankly, I'm never going to use this. Let's just put that over there. We're going to get rid of that guy. We're going to give it to a home where someone will love it. This guy, I just, admittedly, when I look at it in the drawer, I go, oh, that's so pretty. It's a rainbow highlighter. And it only cost me $6. So I didn't have to buy the one that they sold on Etsy that was always sold out. So you know what? I'm still going to keep this guy. I am admitting that it's for aesthetic purposes and I may change my mind later. Let's go with my Laura Geller. So this guy is actually also new. This is in Gilded Honey. And I just wore this out in my previous video, a video or two ago, I wore this out for a night. I wore it as eyeshadow. It did not fare so well as eyeshadow, but it is very pretty. Again, it's very similar to other colors I have. It's very similar to the ColourPop that I already put on my arm today. It's similar to the Fenty. It's similar to a lot of that Nicole Guerrero stuff. Well, I don't remember what this guy is. Oh, this is the Sun Dipped kit. So it's very similar to the Sun Dipped. Do I need it? Not necessarily, but I wanted to try it and I wanted to compare it to other stuff. So I am going to keep this guy for now because that one is new. Coming up next, we have the Becca Light Chaser Highlighters. This one is in Opal Flashes Jade. I love these, though I will admit, I'll be the first one to admit it, they don't have the best staying power. They're not as good as the highlights, but the color is just fantastic. They don't last as long if I try to put them on as eyeshadow. I have 3 of them. There are 6 total and I have 3. That's Opal Flashes Jade. This is Topaz Flashes Gilt. I just loved the greeny shift to this. It's not necessarily that flattering on me, but I don't care. And the other one I have is Champagne Flashes Bellini. This is beautiful. I thought this was going to be like an orangey color, but it's really got a really lovely pink to it. I just think it's stunning. It's just stunning. And I feel like the 3 of these, I don't have anything similar to them. They're not, you have to really build these guys up. But I just think they're so beautiful. I just didn't care. They were sort of like my splurge purchase. I bought them slowly over time. I think my mom bought me one because I asked for it. And then I have a makeup budget, so I just sort of waited. And if I had extra room in the budget that month, it's like, let's just get 1 more of those. And let's just get 1 more of those. So I was happy I bought those. I love these. They're so pretty. So I'm definitely keeping all of those. Okay, I'm not getting very far. All right, what is this guy? This is Becca Opal. Oh, yeah. This guy's broken. I forgot that he was broken. He stayed together pretty well considering. That's what Opal looks like. I have other colors just the same, but this is a little sample baby size. I believe it came with this guy. This is my liquid Opal. And I also just got this liquid Champagne Pop. I do really like the liquid ones. I mix them with my foundation. I don't just use them across my face. So I will be keeping these guys because one of them is brand new. And I do use Opal. You can see I'm slowly working my way down. I think I've used about half of it. So I'm definitely going to keep these guys. He is broken. I will try to repress him. But this is one that took a nosedive off of a bathroom sink and tried to shatter everywhere on the floor. I do really like the shade, but again, I have other highlighters this color, and this is a broken highlighter. I can't keep every highlighter, so I'll try to fix it to give to somebody else, give it to my friend, but we're gonna put it over here. All right, moving on. So now we have the Too Faced Candlelight Glow and Rosy Glow. So this is a double, like a duo highlighter. There we go. It's got like a champagne side and a pink side. So you can put them next to each other. They don't really look that different. I feel like the pink side has more of a pink to it than this is giving me, but no, not really. Or you can just swirl them together and sort of get that. It's a fairly subtle highlight. I got it in a set, one of the Kat Von D sets. I do think it's pretty. I don't think it's the greatest highlighter in the world, but I do think it's a nice highlighter. Also, I often will take this with me because I feel it's got a very sturdy plastic packaging. It sort of looks like a gold coin, and if I broke this or lost it, I wouldn't be sad about it. It's kind of like the travel makeup I'm not afraid to use because it's fine. If I lost it, I have something else. So for now, I'm going to keep it, but I think it's a fine highlighter. It's not the greatest highlighter in the world. It's not blinding, for example. It's pretty subtle, but it's a good highlighter. Okay, here's my other Fenty Beauty. I have Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal, which I always switch which one is which. And then again, this is a split pan highlighter. So you got the subtle side and the shimmery side. Well, they're both shimmery. Clean my fingers off a little bit more before I get my fingers in this. And so the intense side is the Fire Crystal, and the other side is the Lightning Dust. I'm running out of space. Let's go here. Yeah, so that's really beautiful. I love these. I think these highlighters are great. They look beautiful for hours on your face as well. These are similar. So this over here is the Nicole Guerrero. It's a similar look to like a, I think that's Kitty Cat. Let me double check. No, I'm sorry. It's similar to Forever Young. So Forever Young is very similar to the Lightning Dust and the Fire Crystal. I think Kitty Cat is supposed to be similar to Girl Next Door and Chic Freak, which is why I didn't buy it, because I was pretty sure I had dupes for it. So that's why I did pick this guy up, because I did like these lighter colors. I think they look really nice. So I'm going to keep that guy. So that's my other Fenty. Next up we have this. This is my little Kevyn Aucoin. This is my contour duo. So what it comes with a bronzer, and it also comes with Celestial Powder in Candlelight. I used to have a different sample of it. I'll swatch the bronzer too, why not? So that's what the bronzer looks like. It's a really nice bronzer. And then that's Candlelight, if you can see it. Candlelight is a very subtle highlighter. It's really beautiful. My mom stole my other sample that I had of it, so I bought another one in this little kit, because this is just a really good contouring kit for when you want to look natural. You want to look, you just want to look like you're lit from within without having gilded yourself with glitter. Now, generally, I want to look like this, so this is what I'm going to pick. But this is like my nice highlighter for when I want to wear highlighter, but I don't want to look like I'm wearing a bunch of highlighter. So it's really beautiful. So I'm definitely keeping that guy. And next we're going to get into this. So this is my MAC. This is from the Star Trek 50th Anniversary Edition. This is Luna Luster in the Trip the Light Fantastic Powder. I want to love this for many reasons. I mean, I want to love it because it's very sparkly. It's got a really interesting pattern on it. Like, look at it. It's just really interesting. It looks like I'm on the surface of the moon. And I want to love it because of that, and I want to love it because it's a Star Trek highlighter, and I love Star Trek. This MAC highlighter, it feels really terrible when you touch it. It feels like you're scraping across like dry paper. And then it doesn't, I really have to dig my finger into this to get a good finger swatch. It doesn't do a lot. Like, there's not a lot happening. And I probably have something similar. And every time I try to use this, I can't get it on my brush. Like right now I finally got a good swatch with my hand, but I can't get my brush to work in this. And I want to love it, but I don't. I don't love it. I don't love it. I have to get rid of it. I have to. This is hard. Anyway, next we're going to move on to the Makeup Revolution Skin Kiss. This is an Ice Kiss. This is obviously, this is the knockoff of the Jeffree Star highlighters, but I did want to try this guy out because I think this was like $6 or $9. It feels pretty nice. It is super chunky, like super chunky. It's very blinding. I'm not going to pretend it's not. It's got a beautiful shine to it. I'd say the closest, what would be the closest? It's kind of similar to the Thunderstruck, to be honest. So there's Thunderstruck, and this is this, and Ice Kiss. It's got sort of an icy look to it, but it doesn't look exactly the same as anything. It is chunky, but it does glow really well, so I was thinking I was going to get rid of it, but it actually swatched better than I remember, so maybe I'll try this one more time. So we'll keep that guy. Here we go. So this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Powder Glow Illuminator. This is in the color, it's Ice something. I don't remember what though. Might just be Ice for all I know. Ice Frost, Ice, no, just Ice. It's just Ice. C302 Ice. So the idea behind this is you can use each of the individual colors, which I don't really think swatch that well. They swatch better than I remember them swatching, to be honest. But they don't swatch all that different. So you're supposed to put them all together and get this beautiful glow. I just don't think this is a very good highlight, at least on me. It doesn't really like my brush. I don't like putting it on with my fingers because I feel like the texture of this does not go on well with my fingers. I just don't think it's a super great highlighter. I think it's fine. It was actually surprisingly expensive. I think it was like $11, 11 or 12 bucks. And I just don't think it's not good enough, I think. I expected better. It does look pretty on my arm right now, I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't look that great on my face, and I don't need to keep it. So I'm gonna let it go. Gonna let it go. Alright, and last up we have my Wet n Wild stuff. And to be honest, this guy hasn't been opened. I'm not gonna open it right now because I have the worst time opening oh wait, maybe this one isn't gonna be so bad. Nope, I have a terrible time opening anything that's Wet n Wild. These seals here are terrible. This I got in a kit. It also came with I think 2 brushes and 4 different very slightly varying colors of like gold loose pigment. So I'd never been able to find this in the store when it came out, so I just bought it during the holidays, so I haven't even had a chance to open it up. I'm going to keep it for now. I will at some point pick my way through this plastic to get at it, but for now I'm going to keep it. If it may turn out that I don't need it because I have other stuff that's very similar, but for now we're going to leave it be. So put it over there. And then the other ones I have are these Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighting powders. I have the color Precious Petals, and I have Crown of My Canopy. I do think these are really nice. I think they're a really nice formula. They feel good. In terms of do I need them, are they very different from other stuff I already have? I'm not going to pretend like they are. They're not. That's Precious Petals. And then right here we have Crown of My Canopy. They're similar to other things I have, if you can see. So Precious Petals, Crown of My Canopy. They're very similar actually to these guys up here, which is the Sun Tipped Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I think that the quality on these is great, which is why I want to keep that MegaGlo highlighting bar, the gold bar, until at least I can try it out a few times. So I do think the quality of this is great. I never could find any of the colorful ones. They just didn't have them in any of the stores near me. So these are the only ones I was ever able to find, so I picked them up because I really wanted to try them out. And I do think they're really nice, and I'm going to keep them for now because I do like them, but can I dupe them on my arm? I totally can, but I think it's really good to have a highlighter like this because it's only $3.99. It's easily accessible to people, and it's really good, and you get a ton of product in here. Like, I'm trying to see if it'll tell me exactly how much. Nope. Anyway, you get a ton of product in these. They're really nice. It's a really good formula. They are cruelty-free, which is also great. So, you know, I'd love to get some of the colored ones, but it's kind of difficult because we don't have access to those things. Considering I live in New York City and I can go to pretty much any, you know, Rite Aid or Walgreens or whatever to try to find these. It's like stock. It's my white whale. This is my white whale, is trying to find Wet n Wild things in New York City. And often I can't. I had to hunt down a brush set. It took me forever to find those. So I'm going to keep these for now because I just also think of the thrill of the hunt in them. All right, I've cleaned my arm. We're ready to go through my sticks. So what I have left is my Loreal Easy Illuminating Stick. This is in the shade Gilded Honey. I just bought this over Black Friday. Came in a kit. It's very subtle on. It's a very nice shimmer. I tried using this as an eyeshadow and it failed terribly, but I do need to try it as an actual cheek highlighter, so I'm going to keep it for now. If it doesn't do well though, we're going to let this go. And these are all my Fenty Beauty matchsticks. Now I know I'm not going to get rid of any of them, so I'm just going to swatch them super fast so you can see what they look like. That is the color Starstruck. This is Blonde. I love these because they are magnetic. This is Yacht Life. I just got Yacht Life. I'm obsessed with it right now. This is Unicorn. This is a beautiful purple. And then we have Confetti, which is this super epic glitter extravaganza. Man, I love Confetti. And I was actually curious how Over the Moon was going to compare to Confetti, but Confetti definitely has more of a blue undertone. This is very purple. So they're not as similar as I thought, which makes it easier to keep them all. I love these because they're magnetic. I love that they stick together. I love all of these colors. I love this product. I'm keeping all of these. So in terms of what we got rid of, well, this has gone better than the palette declutter. That's certainly true. So for the individual highlighters, I am getting rid of 6. And this guy has to get tested a little bit more, but if he does not do well in his testing, he's going to. So there's a couple things that are on probation. So my Physicians Formula is on probation. My ColourPop highlighters, I need to wear them out on my face actually. And I need to wear this guy out again because I need to double check how he actually wore because I don't remember. But if he doesn't go well, out you go as well. But I'm happy with this. I know it's not a big deal, especially because one of them is broken and one of them I've never even opened. It's not that big of a deal in terms of what I've gotten rid of, but it's stuff I don't need, it's stuff I don't like. The quality's just not there. This is the stuff I do like. This is the good stuff. So anyway, that's that. Thank you so much for watching this declutter. If you stick around, there'll be some more declutters coming up. I'm going through the entire collection. So I'm trying to purchase what I need, and what I want, but without getting crazy and without overfilling my drawers. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!